Sam, I'm going to go to you first, so you feel like you're involved. Is this what folks expected from the Brooklyn Nets? I mean, it was kind of a rough start for them. They were one of 16, I think, in the first half, or first half from three-point range. Kevin Durant said afterward, it took a little while. There was some nerves to work out, but ultimately their big three and their offense was too much for Boston to overcome.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, if you look at the stats tonight, I can't see Brooklyn playing any worse. This was a perfect opportunity for the Boston Celtics to come into Brooklyn and win this game. Look, they was awful from the three-point line, from the two-point line. The only two things they did well tonight was make free throws and rebound. And third, they played defense. So for all the people that think this Brooklyn team can't play defense, it blows my mind. They have 3 future Hall of Fame players. And Steve Smith will tell you this. When veteran players decide to make up their mind to play defense, it's the same defense they've been playing since kids. Help and recover, see man and see ball. Nothing has changed. So for people to think Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden, and those other veterans that they put on this team can't play defense, I think tonight they proved them different.
Yeah, and I'm with you, Sam. I look at it as, like you said, I'm looking down as the big three. They shot 5 for 24. Matt and Sam from the three-point line, but they did. This is where it counts. They got to the free throw line, those 27 times, and they made 25. They didn't shoot the ball great, and as you can see in that first half, we started to worry. We were looking and saying, hey, let's look at the second half. The second half, Sam said it best, Matt. The Boston Celtics only scored 40 points in the second half. So if you can start to lock in defensively, there's nothing wrong with winning ugly playoff games. It's a win, and I think for the Brooklyn Nets to get that win, keep getting these games, I think, Sam, Matt, it's almost better for them to have this close game versus they came out and got 175 and everybody had 30, 40, triple-doubles. I think they had to grind one out a little bit, and I think this is going to bode well for the Brooklyn Nets down the road.
I mentioned Brooklyn. I actually think I misspoke. It was 1 of 13 from 3 in the first half. Boston was 2 of 13 in the second half. Celtics are at times a clunky offensive team to begin with. Really, they need Jason Tatum to have huge nights to have chances in this series. What can they be if he's not going for 35 or 40?
You know, Matt, I think it's going to be hard on Brad Stevens. Also, Jason Tatum. Do you come out and be a decoy? He still got the hunt shot. Give it up. I thought Marcus Smart helped him play well. I thought Jabari Parker off the bench. He might need to get a little bit more minutes. He was 3 of 6. He played well, but they just don't have enough firepower offensively right now without Jaylen Brown. They struggle. You can see not only missing shots, just to be able to get into their counters, just to get to their movement. They need somebody in the offseason, not right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, they can get a chance to get somebody that can make some plays for them off the bounce. Kemba Walker is the likely suspect right now, but he has struggled. I think the size of what they put on him right now, him finishing at the rim, I think everybody now, as you saw in the bubble and the playoffs, they're playing him close and making him drive the basketball and trying to finish over the top.
Yeah, Sam, Kemba Walker was supposed to be that guy, right? Or one of those guys. He was 5 of 16 tonight. Is there anything he can do or Brad Stevens can do to free him up and make him more productive?
Is Jaylen Brown coming back anytime soon?
No.
I don't think so. Look, man, this is their team right now. And for this Boston Celtics team, man, they just don't have the firepower. They don't have the guys coming off the bench. And this is something Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are going to have to sit down and talk about because they got to improve this roster. Look, Jason Tatum is going to give them everything he has, but he's going to have to force some tough shots, take bad shots. He's got to get the ball up at the rim to give them a chance. Brooklyn knows that. They're going to load up and make other guys scores. They're going to make Kemba Walker play defense. They're going to put him in pick and rolls. They're going to attack him. And that's the best way when you're playing against 2 guys like Kemba Walker and Jason Tatum, and they are undermanned. The best thing you could do to hurt their offense is to attack them on defense. And who's better than James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant?
Tatum had just 22 on 20 shots. Marcus Smart was the Boston's Celtics' second leading scorer with 17.